Hey, what's up everyone? This is Silver Slayer. Thank you for tuning into this video. Green across the board, gold, silver, platinum, and palladium all up exponentially. We see gold at $1,751, up $9.56. Silver approaching $18, $17.56, up 26 cents on the day. Platinum $845, and palladium $2,096. Look, it seemed like we had a pullback or a slight correction, but it looks like the bulls are coming in soaring towards $18. Also, pushing the gold to silver ratio even lower. It's at a flat 100 to 1, meaning it takes 100 ounces of silver to equal or amount to 1 ounce of gold. I'm curious how low you think the ratio is going to go. Where do you think these markets are going to go? Another huge player in the game. The unknown variable is always what catches people off guard. All the price forecasts and price predictions from last year were all way off because we had no idea this virus outbreak would occur, right? Well, that happens not only from back then we can look at it from perspective, but in the future now. The 2020 presidential election is going to cause a lot of controversy, a lot of chaos, and it's going to be another player in the game that's going to throw precious metals to the bulls. Right? Not to the bears, but to the bulls. We know that anytime there's controversy, chaos, that helps precious metals. When people don't trust the governments, when they're iffy about governments, banks, they turn towards gold and silver as a safe haven. So not only is it bullish from supply and demand, from this whole market running, from virus, but also from the 2020 presidential election, just throwing more wood on the flame to keep that fire burning. So with that said, let's jump into this article from Kitco. Gold and silver gains as charts remain fully bullish. So the charts are still fully bullish. Gold and silver prices are trading higher in midday action Tuesday. Some earlier normal chart consolidation and pausing after recent good gains saw buyers step right back in amid strongly bullish technical postures for both metals. June gold futures were last up $9.40 an ounce at $1,743. July COMEX silver prices were last up 41 cents at $17.88 an ounce. So I am curious if silver is just is horseback riding off of gold, or if there's reasons that silver's actually pushing up without gold, right? Even if gold wasn't going up right now, would silver still be rising? If gold dips, will silver still dip? We know that silver is more volatile than gold, which means it hits higher highs and lower lows. If gold rises 10%, silver's going to rise 15%. But on the other end of the spectrum, if gold drops 13%, silver's going to drop 18%. So silver is just a more extreme price range of gold. But when is silver going to break out to its own? When is, regardless of what gold's doing, when is silver going to rise? Is that possible? I'd love to hear your comments in the comment section. So anyways, global stock markets were mostly firmer in overnight trading. U.S. stock indexes are mixed in midday trading on a pause after the stock indexes rallied sharply Monday on positive early results for a virus vaccine. Many in the marketplace are speculating it's going to take a proven vaccine to bring the global economy completely back to life and get humans back to mostly normal day-to-day matters. Still early this week finds traders and investor risk appetite more robust, also due in part to a sharp rally in crude oil prices recently. And they're saying it's going to take a year plus for a vaccine to become available, and even at that, it's going to be a very limited supply or probably extremely expensive. So I do not see how this is going to happen anytime soon. Just prolonging everything, especially if a second wave starts to happen, which some are speculating, it's only going to make things worse. It's only going to make the market sitting in this limbo area, which is going to be bullish. It's going to be bullish for precious metals if we continue to stay in this area. So, anyways, Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell and U.S. Treasury Secretary Stephen Mnuchin appeared via video conference before the Senate Banking Committee today, discussing the U.S. emergency lending programs Congress is implementing amid the U.S. economic crisis. Both officials delivered upbeat messages and said there is more the government can do for the economy should the need arise. And that's what they keep saying. If need be, they can put together another stimulus package, probably another $1,200-$1,500 if needs be. But who's going to decide if the time is right? And how much longer? How much longer is that going to be? People are already, unemployment rates are at the highest we've ever seen. And People need it. That $1,200 that you gave them a couple months ago is long gone. Most of them spent that the first couple days they got it, right? No one probably invested with that money. But the whole point is that it's getting to that time where, and they're saying another stimulus package is in the works, but who's to say, what percentage of them are going to get it, and, what's the amount going to be, and who's to say when the time is right? Because they keep saying if needs be. Curious what you think about that as well. The important outside markets see NYMEX crude oil futures near steady today and hitting a 2-month high overnight. Presently trading around $31.75 a barrel in the June contract, which expires today. Many were predicting the June futures contract would expire the way the May contract did, in negative territory, but it definitely didn't. And that was negative 30-something dollars. The US dollar index is lower again today as the bulls are fading this week. The yield on the benchmark US Treasury 10-year note is currently around 0.7%. So, it looks like silver is still slowly but surely outperforming the yellow metal. So, technically, the June gold futures bulls have the solid overall near-term technical advantage as prices are not that far from last month's multi-year highs. Gold bulls' next upside near-term price objective is to produce a close above solid technical resistance at the April high of $1,788. Bears' next near-term downside price objective is pushing prices below solid technical support at $1,666. First resistance is seen at today's high of $1,750 and then at this week's high of $1,775. First support is seen at today's low of $1,727 and then $1,716. So, like I was kind of mentioning before, gold is going to do its thing. It's a safe haven metal, right? Gold has a market of its own because it's a monetary metal. Silver, on the other hand, is more used in industrial fashion. It's more for the industrial part of the markets in that category. So prices can't be too correlated because they're used for different things, right? Gold is used more for jewelry, more for coinage, more for bars, more for, let's say, like, not necessities, more wearable things, watches, earrings, necklaces, stuff like that. Silver, on the other hand, is used more for photography, solar panels, technology, laptops, cell phones, dental alloys, the medical world. There's colloidal silver. So silver, on the other hand, is used more for an industrial purpose. So why are the markets so closely aligned when they have completely different purposes? Right? Silver is the most highly conductive metal for thermal conductivity and electricity. It performs better than gold. It's better than gold. It's just a lot cheaper. Now, what makes it a lot cheaper? Only people say that. Only people. People are saying that silver's worth X amount of dollars, which doesn't make sense because it should go off of what the ratio is out of the ground. And it comes out of the ground roughly 10 to 1. Some speculate 16 to 1. Or there's 16 times more silver in the Earth's crust compared to gold. So the ratio should be around that, and it's what it's historically been, is around that. But in the 30s, FDR changed the gold to silver ratio from 16 to 1 to 75 to 1. That's complete silver manipulation. That's the whole completely different video on its own, but I want to bring that up because these markets should not be as tightly knitted as they are. Silver has to start outperforming gold, and I think the time is now. So July silver futures bulls have the solid overall near-term technical advantage. Silver bulls' next upside price objective is closing prices above solid technical resistance at $18 an ounce. The next downside price breakout objective for bears is closing prices below the solid support at $16. First resistance is seen at $18 and then $18.25. Next support is seen at today's low of $17.50 and then at today's low of $17.34. So like I was mentioning, right now we see silver on the come up. Regardless of what gold's doing, even if gold stays, the resistance level for gold is looking like $17.60 or $1,760. Silver is definitely the $17.50 range. You can see both times. If it breaks above this, though, the sky is going to be the limit. What do you think is going to take prices there? We can look at the 1-month chart and see we are in a huge upwards climb all the way down from $15. If you go to the 3-month, we're on a $11.75 climb all the way up to almost $18. So silver is performing extremely well. But what is going to take that next step? What's going to take that next step for silver to really move and put itself ahead of gold? Not in price terms, but in performance wise, in percentage wise. What's going to take it there? I would love to hear your thoughts, your comments, your concerns, your questions. A lot of you guys are very insightful. It's not only just for me, but you can educate others as well in the comments, like you all do. I love that you guys respond to each other, spark conversation. That means that my channel is doing its job. It's supposed to be a community for us to all discuss precious metals in a respectable fashion, of course. So anyways, I'm going to wrap this video up here. If you thought this video was educational, informational, or at least just entertaining, make sure to smash the like button. Make sure you subscribe. I'm posting daily videos every single day. I'm giving you the newest, latest, freshest information in the world of precious metals. I am your guy. This is your channel. Make sure you smash the like button. Thanks for tuning in. The link to this article from Kitco will be in the description. This was Silver Slayer. I'm out. Peace.